Hello everybody and welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is your Hammers Headlines in association with our good friends over at Knees Up. Mother Brown, KUMB.com. Make sure you do go across there and check out their wonderful content as per usual. But if you're watching, I'm asking you a question. How are you feeling today? You feeling well? Good to hear from you. Make sure you put your comments in, hit your thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm here to talk to you about some of the Hammers headlines, and it's a bit about news coming out of the club again, and really like who's in charge of what. Now, Graham Potter has made a bold promise about West Ham's up-and-coming transfer window, and the board have issued a very interesting update. Now, this weekend would mark 6 weeks until one of the most important summer transfer windows you could probably imagine in West Ham's modern history. We've been here, done that, wore the t-shirt. However, make no mistake about it and take one little cheeky look at the league and your mindset might be made up. We have so much work to do. West Ham are fortunate that this year's window has been extended with international transfers possible from June the 1st. Now, West Ham have FIFA and Club World Cup to thank for that extra time in which to do deals, and the window will effectively open on June the 1st and close in September. 3 whole months for this man here, Potter at the wheel, to get his hands dirty alongside his good old friend Kyle McCauley, head of recruitment. Kyle is at the wheel. Also, now by the book, of course, the window will close for 6 days between June the 10th and June the 16th to keep the overall time within FIFA's 90-day transfer limit. But we will have an extended window, and that window will be opening very, very shortly within, the next 6 weeks is that? So we will be working behind the scenes to keep ourselves busy in this transfer window. But we do have one major stumbling block, and that one major stumbling block is this man. The computer says no, Sully disagrees. And what do I mean by that? Well, West Ham currently sitting 17th in the Premier League, 6 games to go, and the future isn't looking great, or is it not? Now, we've had loads of different rumours, players coming in and out the door. Some fans are disappointed at what Graham Potter has done with the club so far. And we haven't really had a massive bounce under him yet, but he is only working, this is Graham Potter, with what he has got in front of him. Now, apparently, the rumours are, even though Potter's at the wheel, the owners of West Ham clearly don't see that. It's clear that we need to spend some money this summer. We need to see players head out the door, and we need players to come in this summer. Potter has repeatedly said, after ending his, 20-month hiatus in a club, that coming into the right job at the right time, and he's seen that West Ham, that we convinced him that we had the ambition that matched his ambition as well. And you can't help but think maybe that deal bringing him in did raise our expectations and hopefully makes us try and bounce back and go for some different position in the league, pushing up the league as much as we can. Now, the West Ham board potentially have responded to the exciting window promise made by Potter at the weekend, because they've consistently stated the club is at its PSR limit ahead of the summer. They claim that finances have taken a hit from the previous spending and underachievement, and that sales are a necessity to make any signings. And a report from The Athletic has suggested that the owners and managers are not on the same wavelength. Does that shock you? If there is no element of factual information from what I've just said, does that shock you that that has been stated? Because it claimed that Potter could barely contain his excitement when he was asked about West Ham's transfer plans for the summer. He was quoted as saying it's going to be an exciting summer. He went as far as to state that he and the board are planning to completely revolutionise West Ham underachieving squad with young, talented players who actually want to play for West Ham. Now, that's not been quoted that he said that, but they want to rejuvenate this West Ham side, and that hope has been felt amongst the fans. But is Potter making promises to supporters that the board simply are not capable of keeping? And sources close to the owners are suggesting that sales will need to be made, which we do know, and the manager is aware that we are pulling in the same direction. We expect to buy and sell, and we'll bring in some players, and that will put a spring in every single West Ham's step moving into the summer. So we do need to make sure that this guy here, Sullivan, this guy here, Graham Potter, and the head of recruitment, this guy here, Kyle McCauley, are pulling at the same wavelength and are at the wheel together and taking West Ham in the right direction as we move forward. That brings an end to today's Hammers Headlines for you. If you are watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and let me know your thoughts. Are Potter, McCauley and Sullivan on the same wavelength? Will we see many signings this summer? Leave your comments in the comment section. Take it easy, and of course, come on, you Irons.